Why complex people want to appear simple? Um, when we're kids and we have the inevitable emotions that kids have, and they're met with disapproval, it is very probable that some of the coping mechanisms that were developed during that context, the child understood to display their emotions simply, to make their emotions very easy to understand from an outside perspective, even though from the inside they are very much misunderstood. Actually, they're kind of ignored because you just see the superficiality of the emotion and try to explain it so that someone else understands that you're okay, that it's okay, that even though you have some heavy emotions, some complex feelings and ideas and thoughts that are present, that they don't have priority and should be disregarded because the main purpose is to maintain a state of it's good, I'm good, yeah, good. How are you? Good. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, all is good. Yeah. So that becomes unbearable inside because those complexities just keep on piling up on each other, and there's no way to let them out. So, what the person, when they grow up and they fine tune this defense mechanism, this coping mechanism, what the person grows up to be is very able to present an image on the outside that conveys an idea of simplicity, an idea of I'm not complex, I don't have needs, my needs are very basic, so don't worry about me. If I externalize emotions, oops, I'm sorry. Wait, give me a second. I'll take them back. I'll make them simple for you, so that you don't have to think about anything else than your own emotional baggage. So that's the problem, that no one actually gets to unpack that baggage when this type of relationships are created when you're a child. So, in order to break that cycle, to understand that trauma bond, to move away from that negative emotion, because shutting yourself down doesn't feel good. I'm a teensy weeny certain that if any of the things that have resonated so far, that there's anxiety, that there's a lot of anxiety that you carry, that there's a lot of negative scenarios that are created in your head where what if my needs are no longer in control and they just burst out? What am I going to present then? I'm sure there's a lot of those scenarios in your head. Scenario 1,007,872. What if? Bam. So that's very draining on the body, on the mind, and oh my god, on the soul, y'all. It's just soul sucking. That's what's making maybe things difficult. If this is resonating to you, consider yourself in block. Thank you, baby. He agrees. What I would suggest somebody in this situation do is sit down with themselves, work on their guilt and shame, which is what's keeping them from seeing themselves as complex. But that's not their guilt and shame, is their caregiver, their caretaker, that couldn't take on their own, so they just passed it on, and it's been going on for some generations. So maybe it's your turn to sit down with that guilt and shame, whatever it is, whatever it means, and just let it be complex. Let it be super difficult. And then when it's out, when it's there, when it's breathing, when it's settling down, approach it. Approach it when things are calm. Oh, oh shit, I've been carrying with that? Clearly, I'm anxious.